Would you like to avoid conflict with relatives over the holidays? Well, this interview will give you some tips how.
First of all, go in with a strategy. It's sort of like a football game. Think about the plays you're going to run and the ones you are not going to run and how you're going to handle other people's manipulations. So first of all, think about how much time you want to spend at a certain gathering. Think about which topics you're going to stay away from if you can. Think about how to deflect or change the subject. Sometimes you can ask a question to take control of the flow of the conversation. Well, what do you think about that? Or, hey, how are your kids doing? Or, okay, how about those Browns? Take charge of the conversation, steer it if you can to subjects that are more pleasant, less confrontational. Now, if the person is more insistent, you don't have to engage in every topic that other people want to discuss. You don't need to give in. You don't need to get angry. But you don't want to take the bait, and you don't want to try to change somebody else's mind. This is sometimes where people get into trouble. They want to defend themselves and change somebody else's mind. You're not going to succeed in that. You probably know. So if someone's insistent on a topic that you don't want to discuss, there's different ways you can handle that, but you want to be a broken record and don't cave if they're persistent, because some people can be, pretty persistent looking for that button, and you just don't let them over there. So sometimes you can make a joke. I used to use, hey, I want to stay in my happy place right now. And people would back off from that, seriously. Or you could say, well, this is a family time. Let's focus on family topics. Or you could also say, hey, that's a hot topic. Let's not talk about that today. And you could just pleasantly leave the room if you have to. Say, hey, I'm going to go get another piece of cake or whatever. But try not to engage. Don't give in just because they're persistent. Take charge of your boundaries and which topics you're just not going to engage in because it's not going to go well.
They're all really, really good suggestions. And I like the one about just like leaving. I was actually in a gathering a while back and it was just spinning out of control. I mean, it was, and all I needed to do really is to just get up and leave. And I stayed for several hours and then I realized, I could have just got up and left. It's not like I didn't have my car keys with me.
Uh-huh. Right. We kind of get stuck in old patterns of, like childhood patterns. We go back to those. And so that's why you want to go in with your game plan. And you can always get up and go to the bathroom, get something a beverage, or decide what time you're leaving and kind of make that clear. Amy, I have to run at 4:00 or whatever, so that it's not awkward, that you've made your plan and you stick to it.
Thanks for listening. If this helped you, you can find my other videos on YouTube. You can find my podcast, Life Without Baggage, on your favorite platform, or you can find my audiobooks and paperback books on Amazon, or visit my website to see all my media. Thanks for listening.